Ready is preparation and mitigation and commonly takes the form of emergency plans that are in place at every MPS site. This includes both training and collaboration. The REACT acronym guides our processes in the event that an emergency takes place and asks, how do we respond? R stands for recognize the situation. We coach sites to ask what's going on. E is for evaluate. What options are available? A is for act. Here we determine what plan of action should be taken. C is for communicate. We work with our partners to determine to whom and how we should communicate. Finally, there's T for take inventory. How do we account for everyone or for all who are affected? The last R is recovery, which is the gradual process of supporting students and staff in returning to learning. Depending upon the situation, this includes collaboration with internal and external partners. Here we describe the specific work of the EMSS department. Much of this work is provided by our 13 emergency management and safety specialists. We have a handout to share with you so you can get to know each of these professionals if you're interested. The EMSS department provides training on verbal de-escalation, emergency planning, and school-based responses to incidents, just to name a few. We help sites develop and manage site emergency plans. This is the plan that prepares them for and enables them to respond to any type of incident that might occur at the school. We also assist in support and monitoring of these plans. Our department conducts site risk assessments where we look at physical environments at each site or school and make individual plans for the most safe and secure use. This often includes monitoring of locks, doors, and items such as cameras. We facilitate behavioral threat assessments, which is the process where a team of school and district staff look at student behavioral statements to evaluate those behaviors or statements for potential harm, and then to develop plans of support. We provide on-site support and coordination during critical incidents, and we also coordinate between internal and external partners such as first responders, emergency operations, and senior leaders. Finally, we support through that critical incident recovery process. This process is the way that we return to learning when an event occurs. It's multidisciplinary and includes many departments, such as academics, facilities, employee relations, along with mental health and equity and school life.
Good afternoon, buenas tardes, buenas noches. Mi nombre es Moises de la Torre. My name is Moses de la Torre. I'm one of the emergency management safety and security managers. By description, I'm citywide, so I don't have the big high schools, but I'm all around town. So I'll start with some tools of support. We have what's called Genetech, which is our alarm monitoring system. Which also includes our camera monitoring system. Currently, we have about 5,100 cameras. We have safe and secure entrances with our RFID badges. Badges. And every site is up and running. Car readers, which makes it easier for staff to come in and out of our rooms. School Gate Guardian, I think, is the greatest achievement we have right now. Universal, equitable system, which allows our easier vetting system for our volunteers and our families to travel within our district. We might have families that have kids in different areas. And we also have Entrado Communication, which is our district mass communication platform, connects emergency security, senior leadership, and communication departments. So we can get real-time information coming through. It also provides drill and incident documentation, and it also provides emergency event management tool. And like Dr. Hickey mentioned earlier, in the fall, the school board supported a security enhancements in response to escalating community factors. At that time, the board approved additional funding to provide 4 additional safety layers that work with our existing system and continue to support safe environments as being essential to learning. These are divided as high schools, community outreach.
tan waa high
Each
school arrinteeda
site has chosen 4 schools that were picked were Edison, North, Henry, and South, with our North Side schools picking CEO. It's a community partnership.
waa communityga meel ay ka qayb qaadanayso
support at
oo
dismissal
lagu
or
taageerayo
arrival,
arrintaas
and touch outreach was chosen for South.
marka annagaa dooranay
We also
halkaas
have for elementaries and middle
marka
schools, we are
elementary
working
middle
on
schoolna waan
hiring 6
haysanaa high schoolkan
additional
waan ka
security monitors.
shaqaynaynaa
They will not be
waa
your
arrin
typical security
securityga la
monitors, they'll be
xidhiidho
rovers.
dheeraada ayaan
So
u
based on the
diyaarinaynaa
needs, they will be moving around
marka
within the
way
district.
dhaqaaqayaan
And
degmada
then
arrimo la
another
xiriiraya
layer that was added to us was mobile security
marka taasna
for
mobile
our
securityna waa
properties,
lagu daray
right? So Garda, which is our vendor that supports here at
gaara
Davis,
oo ah taas
they're
oo
actively
tagata
patrolling
David
parking lots within
santan
MPS. They
halkan
currently have
MPS
2 corridors, 2
laba
routes. We
corridor
have the
baan
Broadway
haysanaa
corridor, and we have the south side, which is the Lake Street corridor.
laba midna Lake Street bay ku taalaa
Sorry, I like paper.
warqada iga lahaada
And then additional funding was allocated to our athletic
marka
events.
fan
So
kalena
all
waa lagu
athletic directors
talagalay
were given
arrintaas
additional funding to support our athletics. Currently, we're in winter sports.
We're happy to take any questions or comments.
su-aaliyo kuwa
Thank
yaa
you, Superintendent and the team, for the information shared here tonight. Directors, if you have questions, please hit your request to speak button at this time on the safety update, and we'll try to go through
arrinta
that as quickly
safetyga
as
haddaad ka
possible.
hadlaysaan waad ka hadli kartaan
Director Ellison?
Thank you, Madam Chair. I just wanted to thank you for this presentation, and
marka
I was
waan ka
especially, no
mahadcelinayaa
questions, I was
arrintan
especially happy to see relationships
marka xiriirkeena arko
as
su-aal
part
maaha
of the plan for emergency management, because I think that's so important and
arrintaa waa
really key
muhiim
in how we can keep our staff and students safe. So thank you.
Director Beachy?
Yeah, same thing. Appreciate you being here. I'm sort of
waan kaga
wondering
mahadinayaa
more
inaad
about,
joogto
you talked about the monitoring that you're able to do to see if the programs are working or whatever. What level are you getting into, or are you leaving it to the principals to kind of talk with teachers? And I'm
levelkeed
teaching in St.
gaaraysaan
Paul right now, and
macallimiinta
so
la
it's really
hadalkooda
interesting the kind of engagement that
iyo
people are
sida
starting to
aad
have. And so it's
howlgelinaysaan
just being in the classroom, sometimes we don't
inaad
know what we
garaad ka
don't know.
joogtaan ma ogdiina
And we do need sometimes that direction
marmar
from
baan
you.
u
So I'm
baahannahay
wondering
wax kale
what sort of professional development training
arrinta
that
xagga
needs to be
difaaca oo
done.
xagga horumarka ah
It should kind of be a big priority for teachers.
mudnaan
right, at the very start of the
koowaad
school
ayay
year, and an
macallimiinta u
ongoing
tahay
process
arrintaas
throughout the year.
So currently, what we do is our site
hadda
emergency
waxaan
teams, right? At the beginning of the
sameynaa
year, we go through our admins. We
waxaan
help them
beenaa
complete their emergency plans. Each site's unique, right? As we know, we have a diverse,
meeshaas
district
ayaguna
and our
inaan
buildings are
dadku
diverse
kala
as well.
duwanaanshaan
So we
haysano
meet with the admin team. We try to
marka
get as
tiimkaas
much
aan la
information
kulannaa
and
marka
based
waxa
on their
ay la
staffing
tahay
needs, try to train the staff
marka
that's going to be part of the
shaqaalaha
site
inaan
emergency team.
tababarro
One
ayaan
thing I
jabno
forgot to mention about Entrado is any person that's associated to the
qof
building will
kasta
get
oo
an email
meeshaas sameynaya email
through the
baan
district
helaynaa
email. So you don't necessarily have to be having that app on you. You'll
marka
still be
aabka
teaching.
inaad
I'm a
weli
teacher
waa inaad
myself.
ani
Currently
macallin
not
baan
teaching,
laftayda
obviously, but
hadda
you'll
ma
get
baro
an
runtii
email saying, hey, we're in lockout or
wa-
hold in place,
inaad
avoid this
tiraahdo
area at
hey
this point, right?
waan u
Does that answer
baahanahay
your
tan
question?
su-aashaada ma ka jawaabay
Thank you. So I have a couple questions around the safety. I have a grandson who's in the
marka
Minneapolis public
wiilaanayay
schools,
oo jira Minneapolis
and
bab school jira
handguns are making their way. Guns are making their way into schools, the middle schools, the high
marka
schools.
qoryaha ilmaha way tagayaan middle
To
school high
me,
school
we're at a state of an emergency right
anaga
now to
meel
try
halis
to
aan joognaa
get some things in order um, to best help us to identify
inaan caawino
and
oon
also to
ogaano
provide
sidoo kalena aan bixino
resources for those youth to find out
resources
why
arrinta
they are going in that direction.
inay dhankaas ay
My
aadayaan
concern, I hear us talking about, I hate to even be thinking about
inaan ka
metal
fikiro waan
detectors in the
nacbahay
schools.
arrintaas
It just bogs my mind to even think that way, but at the same time,
marka
hate to be
arrintaa inaan
thinking
ka
about
fikiro
having,
xitaa waa dhibaato
the blood of another child on our hands while we're leading. So when we talk about safe and secure interests,
marka safetyga markaan ka hadlayno
what does that mean? Because clearly
ujeedku muxuu
something's
yahay
not safe and secure if
marka
handguns are getting
maaha safe iyo
into the
security midna
schools.
lama hayo iskuulladu
So when we talk about safe and secure, back in 2018, long before I even came over to
markaan ka
MPS,
hadlayno
part of the
2018
facility program was to create safe, secure
programku
entrances for
waxaa in la
most
abuuro
sites. So our
meel
last
safe ah
building that got a safe and secure entrance is Justice Page. That was
marka
completed in the fall.
arrinta
And what
foolka
we mean
ay
by that
ahayd
is, after official school start days, the
markay
only way you
iskoolka
can
u
come into that
bilaabo
building is being checked or vetted through the main office, right? So the entrance place has been going. Revolving your question about metal
su-aashaadu
detectors,
markay imaato
we have
metal
schools that do
detector
have metal detectors.
marka waan haysanaaba
Unfortunately, there's ways of sneaking stuff in, right? I just got done with some training
arriba waa
last
laga
week
dhuuman karaa
with
waa laga dhuuman karaa metal
Homeland Security team, of
detectorka
course,
arrintan
and the directors of US Bank Stadium were talking about new technology that's coming
marka
out
arrinta
that can detect
teknolojiyada
plastic
mid ka
weapons.
fiican oo
So it's just
balastiga
thinking
ayaa
about how different
laga
ways
hadlayaa
new
qaabka
tools are out there.
loo
right?
fiirin karo oo kale ayaa la fikir
Ultimately, it's as a community, we have to reach out to our kids and
marka
tell them,
waa
this
inaan
is not the
dadweyneheena
path you
la
want to
hadalo
go,
ilmaheena
right?
oo weydiino xageed rabtaa inaad aado
Yeah, I would just add that, Friday morning, I was on a call with
Jamacadii
several metro superintendents, and this
dhowr
was a
kormeer
topic. And
ayaan
then
la
Friday
joogay
afternoon, we had this tragedy, but we
arrin
were
dhibkaasaa
talking about
dhacday
that
waxaan ka hadlaynay
technology. There's some
teknolojiyadaas
pilots happening
marka arrin
both in the
baylood oo
metro area
dhacaya
as well as
weeye
some of
arrinta
the
metro
Southwest region.
southwest
So we
regionka
will
iyo
be, Dr. Hickey, her team, and I
marka
will
xagga
be
iyo
looking
tiimkiisa
at some of that. Again, that will be a major investment for us. But
arrin horumar bay
again,
noo
we have
tahay
to
mar labaad
prioritize our
waa
student
inaan
safety, right?
mudnaanta
There's no
ardayda
learning that
safetygooda ka
happens
hadalo
without students feeling safe in
marka arrintu
schools.
safe ahayn
So we
ilmaha
will
wax
be
ma bari
bringing back those reports as we look at that
riboodka waan soo celinaynaa
throughout this spring.
ilaa guga
Thank you. And I guess just one other thing I will mention just again, as we talk about relationships, I'm all for relationships. I think that's the best route to go. But if those relationships are going to sacrifice
marka arrinta relationka hadday
being the
dhibaato ku
authority,
tahay baadhi
then we got to rethink about how we
waa inaan ka
put that
fikirro
message out too as well.
fariinta
Because if
sidii
the
aan u
authority
gudbin lahayn
becomes the
inaan ka
friend of
hadallo
that
waaye
student that doesn't identify
marka
what
ilmo
the issues are
ogaanayno
and how to
dhibku
handle
waxa uu
it,
yahay
then that
sida
puts
loo
us all in
qaabilo
harm. So we just really have to think about how we're going to move forward.
sidaan hawshaan u
When
wadayno
does we as a board step in to say we want to make it a requirement as
inaan
opposed to
requirement
leaving it?
samayno
Because again, I feel like we're in a state of emergency
iste emergency inaan gelino waaye
and waiting and waiting.
ma way sugi
for
karro ma sugi
tragedies to
karro
happen.
dhibku inuu
So
dhaco
we can have that discussion amongst us.
marka
as a
taa
board, but
board ahaan baan looga hadli
These
karaa
issues are, they're taking their lives. I mean, we see it.
waqti
We see
dheer
some
bay nagu
calls,
qada
we see
dhibaataan
a little
dhacaya mar
6-year-old
walba
that came into the school and
ma iskuulkii
took the
dhib baa
life of the
dhacaya
teacher. We see handguns that are,
qori ayaa
and
meesha lala
these
soo
are
galay
friends
hatan waa
that are
saaxiibo
lining up with each other. I'll put it that way. So
marka
this is a state of emergency for me.
arrin emergency
And
way
again,
arrinta
being North Minneapolis, it's happening all over the place, but I don't want to become passive or
marka
complacent in the way that we're handling these situations.
marka hawshaas
because
inaad
it's a state
xumaan
of
u
an
daro
emergency for us. So,
laakiin emergency way in la geliyo
Director Emery?
Yeah, I'm going to ask kind of a big question, and we won't have time to really get into it, but I kind of want to just put it on our purview and we can talk more. So having an awareness of obviously how much of a crisis point we're at with something so black and white important, right? And knowing that things like surveillance and early intervention into a possible safety risk situation are some of the best tools that we have, right? But we also know that those same tools, especially when we're talking about our elementary age kids, but even with our secondary students, right, can sometimes be mechanisms of escalation and of feeding the school to prison pipeline. We know that when we have a kid who has a first grader who has a referral to discipline for throwing a pencil, which is not a life and death safety risk at all, right? Then we know that that student is going to be hyper-surveilled with increasing intensity And we know that hypersurveillance
waan ognahay la
causes
socodka faraha badan
increased
inay kor u qaadaan
behavioral issues, and we know
dhaqan
that that
arrimaha dhaqan ku
eventually does
saabsan
escalate
taasina
to
had
some of
jir
the
kor ayay
real
u kacdaa
significant
keenaysaa
threats to
waxyaa
safety that we end up seeing
ammaanka
later down
muhiimka
the
leen
line.
arki doona hadhowaan
So
aragno
knowing that both of these things are
inagu
really
og waxaani
important,
bayna
right, and
muhiim
not
tahay
questioning the
labkaas
importance of
aanunan su-aalo ka
these
qabin yani
mechanisms
muhiimadda ay
for the
leedahay
safety of our students and all
mekanismka
of other
ardayda loogu
stakeholders.
talagalay
How do
marku
we hold the tension
sideen u
between
rajaynayna
being able to
in
recognize
aan
the
fahamno
difference
waxay ku kala
between
duwan
the importance
yihiin
of escalating
muhiimka ay leedahay kor u qaadista ama uga
an
darista
intervention at a
iyo
point
ka
of real
hortaga
threat
ilaa iyo
for
hadda
harm
qofka halis
versus
keenaya
making sure that we
si
actually
aan u
actively
hubinno
de-escalate
inaan
away from
arrintii hoos uga
hypersurveillance and
dhigno
away
oonan
from,
ilmihii
you
noqonin
know,
qof haddii
severe
indhaha lagu
intervention
hayo
when we're really
oonan
just
uga sii
talking about
darin
like a kid
markaan
who
ka
had a bad
hadlayna
day,
ilmo
whether
yaroo
if they're a
maalin
black or
cunayaan
brown kid or a
dhibaataysan oo
kid who
gaar ahaan
receives
carruurta
special education
madmadow
services. We know that we
ama
can
carruurta
be the
inta
service
badan
of
wax barashada
hyper-escalating
khaaska
them
baranaya taas
when they wouldn't necessarily do that on their own. Do you
markayna
understand
xitaa
what I'm
keligana
saying?
si ma fahamsantay waxaan leeyahay
I think you're raising wonderful points.
I think waxaad kor u
Do you
qaaday
want us to
arrin
respond to
muhiima
any at this point,
miyaad
or do
rabtaa
you
inaan
want
ka
us
jawaab
to consider that
mise
moving
waxaad doonaysaa
forward?
inaan ka
I mean,
taxgelino
we're pretty late, right?
waqti dambaan
Is
nahay
this, can I basically just say this is
ma
something that
orani
I want
kara
us
tani waa waxaan
as a
rabo
board
annagu
and
guddi
you
ahaan
know, as a department to continue to
iyo
have conversations
garado inaan
about?
ka
And
sii
I'm
wadno
sure
inaan
you're
kasii wada
already
hadalno
thinking a lot
anigu waan
about, but
ognahay inaad
if we could
waxyaalaha
have
kasii ka
continued that
fikiraysiin
partnership,
wada
that'd be great.
shaqayntaas
Thank
way
you.
ficnaan lahayd waad mahadsanta
Thank you. Our student rep
qofka ardayda wax
would like to weigh in tonight.
haddii aad rabto inaad wax ka sheegto
I was just kind of hoping to get more information about the
waxaan
community
doonayay
outreach groups and what
inaan
kind of
macluumaad siyaada ka
influence
helo
or authority they might have in the
dadka
case of an event.
So we have two that schools pick, right? We let the admins
laba
at their sites
iyo
based on
jirtay
their needs.
iskuullada
We
meelaha
pick,
ay u baahan yihiin
CEO, which is Jamil
CEO
Jackson's
oo
group.
Jamila Jackson iskuulka la yihahdo
North side,
waqooyiga ku
he's a
yaala
coach, well-known,
waa coach
respected.
aad loo yaqaano oo loo
A
ixtiraamo
lot of game communication, so he's assisted us in the past.
hore
So he has the respect of the
ixtiraam
community.
iyuu leeyahay
And
bulshada
it's
ku
helped
leeyahay
us in the past. So
wuuna
he's
caawiya
volunteered,
horay
and sometimes when there's issues going around,
so
he comes
marmarka
and helps us out.
qaarkood wuu noo yimaadaa wuuna
Outreach,
caawiya si madax bannaan
old gang affiliation, South Side, right?
arrimihii
Familiar
yani
with
ku
the
lug lahaa
organizations
dadka
in
geengiya
Minneapolis,
waxyaalahaas
right?
ayuu
White floors, GDs, and all that stuff. He has that communication, that
wada
connection with the
hadalkaas
city
buu
or
leeyahay
in the
xiriirka
case of
magaalada ku
ours.
leeyahay
So it helps us in the
wayna
sense that
caawidaa
they command respect from the community.
si
and they
qofku
can
yani
help us
bulshada ixtiraam
break
ayuu
that,
ku
right?
leeyahay
'Cause we got to be honest, right? We
marka
don't have
saameyn buu
an
ku leeyahay
established working order with MPD right now. So as a community, we can
marka
unite.
guddi ahaan waan isku iman karnaa
Does that answer your question?
taas ma ka jirto su-aashaada haa
Thank you. Director Surreal?
Director Surreal
Thank you, Madam Chair. Yeah, I was, thank you for that great question.
waad ku mahadsantahay
If
su-aasha
you could like send an email,
haddii aad email noo soo diri
like,
karto
just listing the partnerships that you have
yani
with
wada shaqaynta la qabanayto
organizations, community leaders, whatever
hogaaminta bulshada
that is.
waxay tahay
And also when I think about
iyo markaan ka fikiro
this crisis, Madam
dhibaatooyinkan
Chair, for me it is very
aniga ahaan
important
muhiim
that
bay ii
we,
tahay
instead of investing
intaan
in
yani
devices and
waqti
mental
qalab gelin lahayn
detectors, that we invest more in mental health
inaan xagga
support.
maskaxda iyo caawimaadooda aan
know
wax
for
badan
a
maalgelin
fact
kale ku samayno
that in all of our schools there's a waiting list
iskuuladeena waa la sugayaa
for students that desperately
ardayda
need this mental health
aad u
support.
sarreysa ugu baahan in xagga maskaxda
you.
laga caawiyo mahadsanta
Thank you. Thank you to all the presenters
waad ku
for
baahsantihiin
everyone working in
dhammaantiin
our schools and in
inaad
the central
iskuulkana ka
office for
shaqaynanaya
your
iyo
efforts on
iskuulka
all these
xaruntayada
important topics.
haddii jeer waxaan
Thank
ka
you.
hadlaynaa mawduucyo muhiima waad mahadsantihiin
Next is our policy
hadda
committee
xigtana
report.
waa isboortiga
Policy
kooxda
committee
nidaamka
chair Norville.
Norville.
Please go ahead with your committee's
fadlan
report.
adugu yani reportgaagii soo gudbi
Thank you, Chair
waad
Elamine.
mahadsantahay
The Policy Committee has referred one policy item to the
guddiga
Board tonight for a
nidaamka hal
first
ayay
reading,
u soo
which is a
gudbinayeen
proposal to
taasina
revise
waxay
policy
arrintahay in dib
5182
loo
on
hagaajiyo
dropping from
nidaamkii
enrollment. The proposed revisions, which were
qaybta
recommended
la
by
soo
the Policy
gudbinaya
Committee,
qoladan ay
would
ku
ensure
talisay
alignment
waxay
with state law
hubaynaysaa
and
in
will
lagula
provide
dhaqmo
clear
sharciga
parameters
loo
to school and
hoggaansamo
district staff
wadanka
on what
iyo
must happen when
degmada
a
iyo
student is
iskuulka
not
waxaa
in
laazima inay
attendance for
dhacdo
15
markuuna iskuulka
consecutive
joogin
days.
15
At our
cisho
first meeting
oo
last
isku
month,
xigta
our committee also
markii
conducted a
noogu
regular review
dambeysay
of our policy
waxayna
on board
in
director
dib loo
travel,
fiiriyo
heard
nidaamka
about the various
waxaan ka
EDIA
hadalnay
processes, and discussed committee member priorities for the year. That concludes the Policy
taas
Committee report,
ayaa
Chair
ku og
Elamine.
tahay wixii soo
Thank you,
gudbina waad
Director
mahadsan
Norville
tahay
and the committee
Director.
members.
Iyo
Directors, are there any
Director,
questions on the
miyaa
Policy
jirta wax
Committee
su-aalahoo
report? Please hit your tablet if there are any
intaanan
questions. Director Ellison.
Just a quick question about the policy review,
نظام
the
تبفير
policy we're going to vote on next month. Does 15 days of consecutive, missing
شن
unless,
يتمن عش أو
does that
سلا
include
تاسم
like
كجرتا
e-learning, online learning, or did the
Yeah,
committee discuss that?
absolutely. Director Ellison, thanks for the question. So it would not include an
taas
e-learning
kuma
day because
jirayso
that would be a
dadka
day of
wax ku
instruction. So
baranayo
if they missed it
electronic hadday
and were
ka haraan
unexcused, it would
una
count.
dadda
but the
cudurdaar
fact that we were
una
in
jirin
e-learning
waa
would
la
not
tirinaya waa
count.
la xisaabinaya
A little bit, because we say the district provides for instruction at home, or in
waxaan
the
leeyahay
hospital, or in another
dhakhtar
treatment
hadduu qofku ku
facility.
jiro
Does
ama
that
guriga
include,
meelka taas may ku
is
jirta
home, is virtual learning, virtual
marka wax
instruction
lagu
part of
baranayo
the
guriga
at-home
guriga uu joogo
learning?
taas ma loo arkaya
Virtual
waxbarasho
learning would include an e-learning day
bulshada waa qofku maalinta
as
guriga
needed
yani
to be
khadka
included
ku
in that
baranaya
15
taas way ku
days.
jirtaa
Yes.
maalintaas
Director Emmerich?
Dr. Emma?
Yeah, thanks, Chair. We did not have a complete, the equity consideration document was not filled out
aynaan
completely.
buuxbuuxin
And that's something that I would really
qoraalka
like to
ahayd
see
lagu
happen.
helayay yani tayadeeda ama usinaansha
I know that this is just
waan
to
ogay
align us
tani
with
waxa
state law,
weeyaan inaan
so
sharciga
there's
kula
not that
dhaqno
much
gobolka
that we can do in
ma
terms
jirto
of
waxaan ka samayn
wiggle
karno
room on the wording of the policy. And I understand that,
laakiin waan
but I
fahamsanay
still think that it's a
laakiin weli
good
waxaan
exercise to have
aaminsanahay
an
inay
awareness
taasi
of
wax
how
aan samayn
these
karno
policies, when they come through,
nidaamkani markay yimaado
do disproportionately impact different groups of
inta
students.
badan dad ka
and
mid
what
ah
our
oo dadka
plan is,
yani
right?
saamilayda ayuunbay
So I
saameyn
would
ku
just like to
yeelataa
see
so
that
waxaan
document
jeclaytaa
completed.
inaan arko warqadahaas in la buuxbuuxo dhammaystiro
Director Emmerich, we appreciate that
waan
feedback,
kugu
and I'm
meel
looking
naqanayo
at our group.
waan
Sir,
fiirinaya
do you have a
qaybteedii
comment about that, or just
hadal
that we
ka
will?
sheegaysa miyaa jirto
Thank you.
waad mahadsanta
Are there any other questions for the
su-aal
policy
kale
committee
miyaa
report?
jirto ku saabsan qoraalka ku saabsan nidaamka
Thank you. We
One
will
message.
see this policy on our
tani
agenda for a
ajenda
vote
ayaan
next
ku
month.
daraynaa bish soo socota
Our sole action item this evening
Marka
is the
galabta
consent agenda.
waa ka raalli
The
lahaashahada
consent
ajenda
agenda includes
waxaa ka mid ah
routine items that do not involve major
waxyaalaha
policies,
aanan nidaam weyn
budget,
u
or taxing
baahnayn
decisions,
amaba
bond awards, or items related to
iyo
the
waxyaalaha
superintendent's
kula kulay
contract or evaluation.
qandaraaska ama
Director
qiimeynta
Abdi, will you
Director
please move
Abdi
approval
fadlan
of this
noo
item?
gudub ina
Is there a second?
qof labayni miyaa jirto
Approval of the consent agenda has
No,
been moved and
intaas
second.
waa
Is there any discussion?
wada hadal miyaa jirto
Seeing none or no further
aniguna qofna
discussion,
arag
all those in
ambada
favor say
kuiseeda
aye.
qofka raalli kuna
All
hayde
those opposed say nay. That motion carries
taasi
and the
waa
agenda is
socotay
approved.
ajendihiina waa la fuliyey
I'm just going through and make sure we didn't forget
doonaya inaan
anything
waxaan
here.
iloobin
Our final item this
ta ugu
evening,
dambaysa caawo
it's time for directors to give a
waa
brief
waqtiga guddiyaasha hadal
update on the
kooban
committees they chair on any other
Absolutely.
board-related
iyo wax
activities.
alla wixii ku
Directors,
saabsan
if you have comments,
haddii
please
aad
hit your
hadal
request to
sheegayso
speak button,
fadlan
and I'll
taabo
run through
meesha
the
lagu
list.
hadlay liiskana waa wada aqrinay
Director Surreal?
sorry
Thank you, Madam Chair. We had our ELL caucus meeting on
wada
January
hadalkayga bish
27th.
January
We had a
27 baan yeelana
presentation from the multilingual department.
waxda
Some very concerning
waxaa jirtay
information regarding
macluumaad walwal ku saabsan
newcomers to our
dadka
district.
ku cusub
So I'll
degmadeena
share that information with all of you.
taa waan la wadaagay
Our
dhammaan
district is certainly
degmadu
changing and
way
it's not gonna,
isbedelaysaa
a huge migration is taking place.
dad
and
qaxooti
it's
fara
only
badan
getting
ayaa
bigger.
imanaya way sii badnaanaysaa
We also had a presentation from our district
waxaa
lobbyist
jirtay
and
qofka laabiska
the
weyn
low-hanging fruit that we have for ELL
tii aan
funding is
haysanay
very
dad
possible.
luqooyinka
So
lagu
we
baro
need to
waxaan u baahannahay
be very strategic
in
into
aan
how we
xirfad
can be
noqon
impactful
sida
and
aanu
get
xasuusnaano
the governor
oonu helo
to do what we need to,
barasaabka
which is
uu
to
sameeyo waxaan
fully
rabno
fund
taasina inuu
ELL.
lacag u sameeyo
you.
baad mahadsanta
Director Abdi?
Dr. Abdi
Yeah, with that director, we had almost 700 new
boqol
ELL
ku
students
dhow oo
for this
ardaya
year.
cusub
So
ayaa sannadan
that is where we support the community and
sidaas weeyaan
everybody in
bulshada
legislation to support
aanu
this new
caawino
body of
waxaan ka
students
codsanaynaa
to
kuwa
make
sharci
as
damishaan
fast
inay
as
dadkan
possible to
sidii ku
integrate
dhaqso
our school
badan
system.
iskuulkeena say u galaan oo
Because
caawiyo
I'm part of the ELL.
anigu
I
qayb
just want
ka
to say
mid anahay
the
waxaan
finance committee
jeclaha
meeting will be next
kulanka soo socda
4:30 next Tuesday or
waa
21st.
salaasada soo socda koob iyo
We know
labaatankeeda
we have no school days, but
waan
we
ognaa
will be
iskuul ma
here.
jirto
So,
laakiin halkanaa iman doonaa
at 4:30, we will have half an hour
afartii
earlier
barka
than normal
waxaan nus saac oo kasii badanayna
in addition to our regular monthly
ku
meeting,
saabsan
we will
kulankeena
focus
caadiga waxaan diiradda saaraynaa
2023-2024
labada
school
kun iyo
year budget
saddex iyo
development.
labaatanka iyo
That's my update.
intaas weeyaan
Yeah. Director Jordan?
Director Jordan
Yeah, really quickly, one of the things I've done is I've finished all my site visits in District 6. I wanted to
dhamaystirtay
really quickly that seeing groves and letters firsthand, or groves of press and letters firsthand were in motion is absolutely phenomenal for all our students. Thank you to Associate Superintendent Cavender for meeting me at some of the sites, whether it was planned or not. She was there when I was. For meetings, and she showed me also too on the PLC, when we're meeting on individual sites firsthand, exactly how that works. So thank you for showing me that information as well. Like I said, our literacy programs are phenomenal, what we're implementing district-wide. And thanks to the staff and our people that are really working hard on that. That leads into what I wanted to get really quickly on is librarians and media center specialists. Personally, since I've been on the board, we've seen just a steady decline of librarians and media specialists across the district. Some sites can operate and have families and volunteers, others do not. And it is an equity issue, and I think moving forward, I would love to see our librarians become a part of predictable staffing. So every site has a media center specialist, librarian, because that's where people learn how, that's where our students learn to love to read. Because if we just have it in the classroom, they're going to look at it as homework. And if it's something that's going to be considered homework, they may not really like it, right? So if we have that added piece to our toolbox, engaging our students every day and having librarians on site, regardless of where they are in the district.
meeshay doonayaan
I
barka joogan
guarantee you we will foster love of reading.
ballan
And
qaadayaa
also,
in
too, a
aan
little
dhaafayna
caveat
meesha akhrinta
is we will also see a
waxa
boost in our
kale
literacy
aanu
reading
baahanina
scores. I
kor u kac
guarantee you we
diinta
will see
akhrinta waan
a
arki
boost in our
doonaa
literacy
inay kor u
tests, reading
kacdo
scores, et cetera, as well, because we will have students
sababto
who are
waxaa arkaysa
invested,
arday
who have discovered the love of
oo
reading,
waqti ku
such
lumisay
as I did
akhrinta
when I was a kid.
sidii markaan
Growing
yaro
up reading Beverly Cleary books, that's how old I am. So with that, I want to say thank you so much, and thank you to everyone for hard work with our curriculum. And also seeing bridges in action. Our math curriculum is also very fantastic. Thank you.
Thank you. Director Norvell?
Thank you. I'll try to run through really quickly. So I've had a great time visiting sites, and some of the things that I've seen there are the CTE programs. I've seen Number Corner in action. I've been a part of a morning meeting. I've seen the outdoor learning space at Dowling. I've been able to see the new safe and secure entry areas at sites. I've been talking about class sizes, and I've seen small class sizes, and I've seen overcrowded kindergarten class sizes. I've learned more about school climate, and I've seen the variety that we have in our schools of how libraries are funded based off of the priorities at that school, where some schools have a full-time librarian and others have a volunteer who comes in maybe once or twice a week. I was also able to attend the Nokomis East Neighborhood Association State of the Neighborhood Address, where I could give them an update on board work and the superintendent search, and the community members really do appreciate that. The policy committee, our comments for that, the policy committee will meet next at 4:30 p.m. on February 28th. For those of you who have been attending the committee meeting, please note that we will be shifting back to meeting in a conference room here on the first floor rather than meeting here in the boardroom as we have been doing. The front desk will have the meeting room, and committee members can watch for an update to the calendar invitation. I'd also like to remind directors to make your appointments to the World's Best Workforce Advisory Committee. A number of members were recently appointed, and we've got their names noted on the meeting materials. If you need help with this, please let me know. Please let me or Ryan know if you need any more information. We'd love to get the committee membership set in the next few weeks. Thank you, Chair.
Thank you. Director Allison?
Thank you, Madam Chair. I just wanted to report the Phillips Indian educators and the
Antonin
Mackay group
Sokopieto.
really thank board members who came
Welkom
out to
Mackay
their
dadka
annual
naayimid.
dinner. We had a meeting last week.
Kulan
and
baa
they
yaalna
just
Isbuucii soo dhaaf.
talked that up. They're also,
Ka
I
hadalaya.
also want to report that they're working on the
Antonin
attendance
soo sheego.
campaign, and that on March
Bisha
15th,
March 15.
the annual Native American Achievement Celebration
Waxaa
will take
jirta yani
place. It's the
dabaalda
day
loo sameynaya
after
yani
our next
horumarka
board meeting when I
dadka
can report on this, so I want to let
Native
you guys
American
know.
ama dadka
Put on
waddanka
your
u dhashay.
calendar. It's at South High School in the
Iskuulka
evening.
Southka High,
And
iskuulka
I
loo
want
yaqaan
to thank
sare.
associate superintendents and the assistant principals who
Iyo
made space for me at
gacansiiya
their recent training. So
tababarka
thank you for the invitation. I really appreciate
sumida
that.
waan ku mahadcelinayaa.
Thank you. And just a brief update from
Si
District
kooban
2. I was
degmada
able to
labaad
visit some of the
waan
schools as
booqday
well.
iskuullada qaarkood.
Olsa Middle School. I was also able to visit
waan
Monamoda,
jeclahay inaan Monamoda
which is a
tagay.
hidden gem that we have in
Wajirka
Northside
daqsoonan
Minneapolis area.
waqooyiga ku
I was
yaala.
very impressed with the
Aad
resources,
baan ula dhacay.
the information,
Khayraadka
how the
macluumaadka
children were engaged,
iyo
just
carruurtu
everything that
siday
I
ugu
saw,
leeyihiin waxa
the
la waxaan arkay.
welcoming coming into
Meel
the
soo
school. So
deenay baa
that was
iskuulka
very
markaad
pleasing
toostaasi wax aad
to
lagu
see one
farxay
of our
ahayd
schools
in arko mid
that
iskuullada
is
ka
really
mida
set up in a good
oo
space.
si fiican loo
Also
sameeyey.
had the opportunity to visit
Waxaa
over
kaloo
at
fursadana
Henry
booqday
as
suuqa
well as
Henry
North,
iyo
and
waqooyiga
again, even
iyo
amongst all the
Malamaad
obstacles,
xitaa
the
kuwa
students, the staff, the families
shaqaalaha
are still
iyo
very,
qoysasku weli
very hopeful,
aad
and
bay
they
u rajo
are
fiican yihiin
intentional
san u
about
kasbaa
showing up and
jirta
making sure
inay
our
yimaadaan si ay
children
hubiyaan
have the
carruurteenu
opportunity to
inay fursadda
succeed.
haystaan
And so
ay u
again, I think the
guulaystaan
more that we
sumar
work
labaad
together,
marka haddaan wadajir wada
better
shaqayno
opportunities
dad
that we
fursadda
have
uga
and that we
fiicnaata aynu
can
hayso
really
so
build
markaasaan u dhisno
within our district.
yaan
It just
degmadeena
shows me again
waxay
that with
muujinaysaa mar
community,
labaad bulshada
family,
qoysaska
staff,
iyo
we can do
shaqaalaha
amazing things
inaan
together.
waxyaalo
And so
fiican
I was
wadajir wada
reminded of
samayn
that
karno
as I went into North
markaan
High, Henry
iskuulka
High,
sare Henry High iyo
Olson,
waqooyiga tirtiya Olson
Monamoda.
iyo
Again,
Maanamoora
everybody is
degmada
just
labaad
very
qof
unique
kasta
and what they
waxaa la
have to
yaaba khaas
offer,
ah
and you
waxa
can
ay
see it
soo
as you walk
ku
in the
soo saareen
doors.
waad arkaysa
So
markay labada
thank
gasho
you.
waad mahadsantihin
Finally, I'd like to provide an
waxaan
update on
doonayaa
our
inaan
meeting structure and
dhismaha
format
kulankeena
moving forward.
iyo imika iga dambeeya
Following our retreat and training from a few weeks ago,
tababarkeena dhowr cisho ka hor
one of the
marka
items we
mid ka
discussed
mid aan
was
ka
for
hadalnay wuxuu
us
ahaa
as a
annaga
board to establish a
guddi
set of
ahaan
priorities
inaan
so that we
waxyaalo
could
kala
focus our work
priority samayno
and meeting time around
la kulanka
those
marka la
topics,
kulanka
as well as be able
mawaadiicda
to provide that clarity
iyo
and
aan wax
work
adna ka
to the
dhigno
interim
inta
superintendent.
qofka ku meel
We
gaarka
also discussed
waxaa kaloo ka
how to
hadalnay
use our meeting
sidaan u
time
isticmaalayna
in
kulanka
such a
waqtigaas
way that we would
dariiqad
have more time to
aan
be
waqti badan u
process
helayno si
and
aan u
discuss these
horumarno
topics
oon
with the
mawaadiicda
interim
kaga hadalno
superintendent
superintendent
and
meel
members of
gaarka
her team.
iyo xubnaha
To
ka mid
support that
kooxdeeda
work
si aan
moving
taa u
forward,
samayno
beginning
ninka
with the
iga
February
dambeeya
28th
February
committee of the
7
whole
ka
meeting,
bilaabayno
we will be working to
waxaan ka
establish a focused
shaqaynaynaa
set of
inaysan
board
weli diirada saarno
priorities, which
muhiimka
will
ugu
then
muhiimsan
become the
taasina waxay
topic
noqon
of the
doontaa
committee of the whole
mawduuca
meetings, which will become working sessions.
taasina ay noqonayso
As you can see
shaqa
tonight,
sal
we
jeeda
have
caawa
board members that have
waxaa
lots of
jirta
questions,
xubno ka
lots
mida
of
su-aalo
input,
qabtay
lots of
waxyaalo ku
solution, and we want
dareeyay
to
iyo
allow
xalal
time for that
waxaan ogolaynay
information to be
macluumaadkaas
given.
in waqti la siiyo
Once the topics are set,
marka
board
mawduuca
members
la
will be
bilaabo
asked to provide
xubnaha
in
waxaa laga
advance
rabaa inay horu
questions
ka
on the
dhac
topic.
su-aalaha isaga
So
soo
interim
gudbiyaan
superintendent Cox
so
can provide us with
si
information
marka macluumaadka
which
lagu
we will
sheegto
expect
midka
board
marka
members to
filayno
review and
xubnuhu
come
inay
prepared for a
akhriyaan
discussion.
markaas si ay ugu diyaar
It is
garoobaan
our
wada hadal
belief that this
innagu
format
waxaan
and process
aaminsannahay
will give us,
dariiqadani waxayna
as
siinaysaa
Dr. Webb, our retreat facilitator, calls
meesha
discipline protocols
yani
for how we board governance
sida
and
aan u
provide the needed
maamulno
guidance
gudi
and
ahaan
direction
iyo
for the
sida
administrators to
aan u
implement.
soconno si
Director Beachy and I ask for your
Beachy
support and
anigu waxaan
patience
iga
as we
codsanaynaa
shift to this new
dulqaadkeena
format,
inay
and we
heshiinaysaa
invite us
marka
all
waan
to
dhammaanteen
use
uga
this opportunity
casuumadayna
to focus
inaan
on
fursadda
our
isticmaalo
role as a
si aan
board.
dowrkeena gudi ahaan u
That concludes
isticmaalo
our
taas
agenda.
iyo ajendeena
Our
ku
next
dhammaystiraa
meeting will
kulankeena
be
dambe wuxuu noqon
a
doonaa
recently scheduled special meeting to continue discussions on our superintendent search, timeline, and process. This meeting will be held next Tuesday, February 21st at 6 p.m. We will also meet in the newly formatted committee, as Dr. Norville mentioned, of the whole on Tuesday, February 28th, at a little earlier than usual, 5:30, to give ourselves more time to work. Without objection, I will now adjourn this meeting. Happy Valentine's Day and good night, everyone.